welcome to Mechanic. In this video I'm going to explain to you what the security gateway module is on these Dodge Chrysler Fiat vehicles and what it can block you from doing and what it does allow you to do when you are using a diagnostic scanner. So security gateway module is a module that's installed usually under the dash, but the location can vary between models, but basically what it does, it prevents you to send commands to the car. So if your check engine light is on and you want to clear that code, you'll be able to read the code. Like right now I am connected to the OBD2 port because these cars still do have OBD2 port under the dash, but you can read the codes with the scanner, you can look at live data. But if you have to fix a problem, then what you won't be able to send a command from your scan tool, whatever scan tool you're using, back to the car and say clear the codes, problem fixed. Also, it cannot let you do active tests or bidirectional controls. For example, where you're using the scanner to turn on the windows up and down, or do things of that nature, activate fuel pump or whatever you're trying to do as a bidirectional control. There's a couple ways to actually be able to do that. One is where you go to Chrysler Dodge. They have a dedicated website. You register your scan tool, you pay them a yearly subscription. They want you to pay a yearly subscription, and they unlock your device so then you can then be able to work on your own car and clear your check engine light after you fix the problem. The second solution is you can unplug the bypass module, and there's an adapter that you could plug in where those two cables come, and you plug the OBD2 adapter that we have under the OBD2 port here. You plug it straight to that adapter cable where you bypass the gateway or security module. So those are the two ways. That one doesn't really that way you don't have to pay a yearly subscription. I'm not going to get into the details of why they do it. Some articles that I've read is the Dodge and Chrysler Fiat, they claim that this is a way to prevent people from hacking these cars, but obviously it's also preventing people from fixing their own cars. But without getting into that, let me show you what you can do. So we're only connected to the OBD2 port. As you can see, we can read full codes. You can see the status of them. Okay, you can read full codes and so on. So you can see now if I hit erase, this is not going to clear the code, it's just going to fail. If I hit erase here, try to go through this control module, it just fails because I'm sending a command to the car. Device is not registered with Chrysler. I'm not using the bypass cable to bypass the security module. So in this case, I can only read and I can go to live data. For example, let's go. We have engine control unit here. It's called powertrain control module on these Dodge and Chrysler vehicles. But let's go to transmission, for example. Let's go transmission. We can read codes. You cannot clear codes. You can pull ECU information. You can look at live data, and then here at the bottom, ECU configuration information, or if you had active tests, you wouldn't be able to do those. You can look at live data though. And so here now we're looking at live data. Let me get a little bit closer. We're looking at live data for the transmission. So you can see this data is actually streaming live, so it could change. If you were to drive, you could just record down here and then play back later, but if you drive, these values will change. This is all data that's being monitored by the transmission control module. So here we're not going to see ABS data, or let's say airbag sensors, light data and things like that. We're not in those modules, we're in the transmission. So one common live data you might want to look at is transmission temperature, because you want to know that so you can correct the transmission fluid level. Also, another one that's important, these newer cars store the mileage in different control modules, which is usually engine, ignition control module, transmission control module. So here you can look at the mileage. This is good if you want to check if the mileage is correct, because sometimes somebody might just change the cluster and then do a little hack, but they don't go into like all the modules to change the miles, because it's a lot harder. I know that it cannot be done, but it's just much more difficult. You can see here transmission oil temperature, and you have torque converter RPMs, target gear, current gear, so like if I had to change this, This current gear is going to go to D1, gear 1. You can see neutral now. And then reverse and park. So the same happens with the other data, but there's a lot of data here. I'm only going not even through like 10% of them, but you can see there's a lot of data that this transmission monitors, and you can see all that data live here. If you are interested in a specific data point that you want to see, I'm going to scroll through all of this really quick. What you can do is you can play the video at a slower speed, and then you can see if data you're looking for is on this list. The other thing to keep in mind is that the control module that's on this Dodge, for example, could be let's say this is the, here we have the Dodge Challenger. The transmission on this is different than a transmission on a, let's say, Dodge Grand Caravan. So the data points might vary slightly. That different transmissions are going to have different sensors, they're going to have different gears and solenoids and so on. So just keep that in mind, that the scanner can pull the data that is available. It's not that some of the older transmissions, for example, pre-2000, they didn't have transmission oil temperature sensor inside to monitor the oil temperature sensor. So if you are looking at a pre-2000 vehicle, you might not see that value under here. But I'm almost to the bottom of this list. The other thing to keep in mind is that you could graph. You can see here on the left we have graph. You can graph any of these data. You can graph up to 4 of them and look at them live. So that's almost at the bottom, and so that's all the live data. Again, like I said, since we are only connected to the OBD2 port under the dash there, we cannot clear any of the codes. We cannot run bidirectional controls active tests. You will have to either register the device and pay Dodge Chrysler $50 or so, whatever they charge per year, to be able to diagnose, clear your own codes for a car you actually own, or you can use the bypass cable, and that will bypass the security module, and then you can send commands back to the car, clear codes, and run active tests. But that's it. Thank you for watching Mechanic, where you can be the mechanic.